We have to walk away. And then I'm like grabbing her and she's turning around to look at them and she's still talking smack. I'm like, go.
When you place a once-in-a-generation superstar alongside a proven championship-caliber forward in the same locker room, you are not simply assembling a roster. You are creating pure chaos, waiting to explode. For months, the basketball world has been locked in on the Indiana Fever, analyzing every sideline exchange, every emotional reaction, and every piece of chemistry between Clark and Aliyah Boston. The media has pushed endless theories, but what really happens when the cameras stop rolling, the PR masks disappear, and the competitive intensity becomes completely real? Welcome back to WNBA Pro. Today, we are diving into a shocking raw interview that exposed the real behind-the-scenes relationship inside the Indiana Fever organization. The two stars went at each other with absolutely no mercy, joked brutally back and forth, revealed what truly happens during heated sideline moments, and even admitted to a strange pre-game superstition they believe controls the outcome of their season. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned because you have never seen Caitlin and Aliyah like this before. In the brutal and highly emotional world of professional basketball, a crash-out happens when frustration finally boils over after a bad call or intense moment in the game. The whistle blows, emotions explode, and a player completely loses composure under the pressure. And during this rare interview, the Fever stars revealed exactly how those moments unfold behind closed doors. The host then asked Clark to recreate exactly what happens whenever Aliyah Boston has one of her famous on-court meltdowns. And Caitlin wasted absolutely no time exposing her teammate. According to Clark, Aliyah has one dead giveaway that signals she is seconds away from exploding over a bad whistle. The moment a questionable offensive foul gets called, the mouthpiece instantly comes out. Caitlin could not resist roasting her teammate either, joking that she personally refuses to wear a mouthpiece because she does not want spit flying around near her, and more importantly, it becomes way too difficult to breathe properly and yell at referees fast enough during heated moments. But the funniest part of Aliyah Boston's sideline eruptions is how personal she makes it with the officials. Most players simply throw their hands up or scream in frustration after a terrible call. Aliyah, according to Caitlin, does something completely different. She looks directly at the referee and repeatedly calls them by their first name. Instead of generic complaints, she will stare straight at the official and say something like, "Joe, that is a horrible call," making sure there is zero confusion about who she is targeting. It is both calculated and hilarious at the same time. Still, Clark definitely cannot pretend to be the calm one in these situations. She admitted she is just as responsible, maybe even worse, when it comes to losing control during games. Caitlin even joked recently with teammate Lexi Hull after Lexi picked up a technical foul while Caitlin had somehow managed to stay relatively quiet with the referees during that game. Of course, Clark immediately started teasing her teammate about it nonstop. Caitlin kept joking with Lexi, asking if getting hit with a technical foul was the lowest point of her entire life. But once the conversation turned toward Caitlin's own emotional outbursts, Aliyah Boston gave a hilarious but intense breakdown of what really happens when Clark finally reaches her limit during a game. According to Aliyah, the second Caitlin snaps, every bit of calm disappears. She storms directly toward the referees, throws her hands into the air, and starts yelling, "Are you serious right now?" without holding anything back. The situation becomes so heated that Aliyah often has to step in personally to stop things from spiraling completely out of control. Aliyah admitted she has physically grabbed Caitlin and pulled her away from officials multiple times just to stop her from earning a disastrous technical foul. But even while being dragged away toward the bench, Caitlin refuses to let the argument die. She keeps turning back toward the referees, staring them down, and continuing to fire off comments the entire way. The funniest part is that these sideline explosions happen so often that even head coach Stephanie White has gotten involved. The players revealed that Coach White has literally stepped between them and the referees during games, pushing them back and demanding that she handle the arguing herself instead. Of course, these moments sound funny when everyone is sitting relaxed on the bench afterward. But in the middle of a packed arena, with emotions running high and thousands of fans screaming around you, those intense confrontations become completely different. The players admitted that once the competitive intensity kicks in, all logic completely disappears. In those heated moments, emotion takes control, adrenaline takes over, and every reaction becomes amplified under the pressure of the game. But beyond the referee arguments and chaotic sideline moments, Clark and Aliyah Boston also revealed a much more personal tradition that has become a massive part of their bond. In professional sports, confidence and mental preparation are just as important as talent, and the two stars confessed they now rely heavily on a secret pregame ritual before every matchup. What makes it even more interesting is that neither of them can remember exactly how the tradition originally started. What began as a simple supportive hug before tip-off slowly evolved into a full-blown superstition they now refuse to skip. During the embrace, Caitlin started repeating the same phrase to Aliyah before games, and over time the ritual became completely locked into their routine. Now, both players believe they absolutely need it before stepping onto the court. Aliyah admitted she feels uncomfortable if the ritual does not happen, while Caitlin agreed that the entire energy of the game feels wrong whenever they skip it. To them, it feels like starting the night already out of sync, almost like the game is destined to go badly before it even begins. The moment revealed just how connected the two teammates really are. Their chemistry goes far beyond basketball, built on trust, friendship, and a genuine sisterhood that extends off the court as well, even when they are constantly joking with each other about money, dinners, and who is supposed to pick up the bill. The interview also revisited a hilarious April Fool's prank where the host convinced Aliyah Boston that she was about to receive an unbelievable $1.7 million payment connected to her legendary college career at South Carolina. And for a brief moment, Aliyah completely believed it. Feeling suddenly rich during the prank, Aliyah confidently announced that she would pay for everybody's dinner without hesitation. But the instant she realized the massive payment was completely fake, she immediately took the offer back, sending the entire room into laughter. Clark then showed exactly why her teammates view her as such an important leader for the franchise. She casually admitted that whenever the bill lands in the middle of the table, she has no problem throwing her card down and covering the entire thing without even thinking twice about it. To close out the hilarious conversation, the group shifted into one of the most ridiculous debates imaginable. Who would actually win in a fight, an Iowa Hawkeye or a South Carolina Gamecock? After jokingly trying to figure out what exactly a Gamecock even is and whether the bird could actually fly, Caitlin confidently declared that the Hawkeye would dominate the matchup easily. The entire unfiltered interview perfectly showed why basketball fans everywhere are becoming obsessed with this Indiana Fever team. The combination of fierce competitiveness, non-stop trash talk, emotional intensity, and authentic locker room chemistry feels completely unique in today's WNBA. These players battle together, argue with referees together, and laugh through every moment together as well. That chemistry may end up being the exact ingredient Indiana needs to build something truly special moving forward. The connection between Clark and Aliyah Boston feels genuine, powerful, and impossible to fake. What has been your favorite Clark and Aliyah Boston moment this season? And do you believe this fiery chemistry is exactly what the Fever need to build a future championship dynasty? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button, and subscribe to WNBA Pro for more behind-the-scenes WNBA content. Keep enjoying the game, and we will catch you in the next video.